Welcome back, friends. This is Chapter 15 of Harriet's survival story. It follows the catastrophic events of Episode 14 in which we lost valuable members of the colony, and now, Pixie's dynasty must recover if Harriet is to continue surviving. After the funeral, Harriet and Wheel head to rest while Lyons fixes up the bridge defenses. With the loss of Teddy, the colony is without a dedicated cook. For now, Lyons will fill that role, freeing up Harriet to continue her research. With so many tasks on Harriet and Lyons' shoulders, Wheel drags the corpses of the wild elephants that wandered into the traps from the last segment. Wheel toils for the rest of the day, cleaning the disaster of the previous week. As Harriet joins him in repairing the defenses, at long last, a shuttle lands to retrieve the megasloths. Wheel guides the first megasloth to its transport, as his immunity against sleeping sickness peaks. Unfortunately, he doesn't get a respite from his pains as he gets food poisoning on his very next meal. Since his move speed is so dampened, his wife Harriet offers to take over. At 6 hours on December the 8th, the quest is complete and the reward is dropped in the fields. As some traders pass by, Harriet runs out to see if they have anything to trade. She ends up ridding herself of some worn or weak quality weapons and apparel as well as some cloth, earning the traders 155 silver. At 11 hours, the floors to the main hall are filled in to reduce the spread of dirt in the base. Wheel gives in to the temptation of his chemical interest and has himself a smoke. It'll probably be good to sell the smoke leaf as soon as possible to avoid him developing a dependency on his substance abuse. Late in the afternoon, Harriet is harvesting the mature crops. The food poisoning doesn't stop at Wheel's digestive tract, as eventually Lyons and Harriet both succumb to it as well. On the 10th of December, at 9 hours, a transport pod crashes to the north. Kramer of the Iribarium is in rough shape. By a stroke of luck, he's the perfect fit for the colony given that he's a gardener, so we're hopeful for his cooking potential as well. Well, perfect is a bit of a strong word for a pawn who cannot fight, but his lack of crafting or research is already covered by Harriet and Lyons, and he is indeed an outstanding cook and farmer. He's also iron-willed, which will reduce his potential for mental breaks. Icing on the cake, he has a clean bill of health, aside from his temporary wounds and major blood loss. And he's male, so there's hope that Lyons won't remain the third Wheel. No pun intended. Speaking of Wheel, the negotiator and warden runs out to rescue his convert. Once in the base, Harriet takes over for medical treatment. A sense of normalcy returns to the colonists as they are finally able to deal with the aftermath of some of their older events. The fact that Wheel can rid the eastern entrance of the Muffalo bodies is a sure sign that the base is stabilized, and once Kramer is converted, progression can resume. The following night at 23 hours, a war merchant from the Abunbavexa Union make their way into Harriet's locality. By sunrise, Wheel is greeting his close allies. The stockpiles are cleared of all apparel and smoke leaf for a net profit of 748 silver. Kramer can always get lions to level his craft with new and better quality items. So the sale of the apparel is inconsequential. That afternoon, a rainstorm rumbles over the tropical canopy. As night falls, the visitor caravan heads home. Kramer defects to Wheel at 8 hours of December 13th, 5501. He is directed to take over cooking, farming, and any miscellaneous labor. This will greatly free up Harriet for research and lines for crafting. In honor of another financial supporter, this new member will be referred to as Slagpot. Thanks for everything, Slag. As Lions and Harriet co-meditate, Lion spontaneously throws a welcome party to celebrate Slagpot's arrival. The past week has been grim, to say the least, and hope was low, but the fortuitous arrival of Slagpot's skills have re-energized Ark's Panning Salon. During the party, another rainfall mildly precipitates over the jungle. That night, Slag's health and the colony's balance fully recover. On this note, Chapter 15 concludes. It's been a peaceful one, with a much-needed respite. Randy must have been tired after the relentless butt spanking he threw at us previously. I strongly suspect the next one will see some spice. How intensely? I'm not sure. It'll depend on how much longer Randy waits. Thank you for your attention. Like, sub, ring the bell. As always, friends, I hope you are safe, healthy, and fulfilled. I will see you on the next one. A sense of normalcy finally returns to the colony as they are finally able to deal with the after. A sense of normalcy returns to the colonists as they are finally able to deal with the aftermath of some of the older events. Restart. A sense of normalcy finally... A sense of normalcy finally returns to the colonists as they are finally... Fuck me.